I have talked even before I come here to England about things happening in Europe, in Europe, in the whole world until now, sacrificing children to the devil, to the spirit, because there is people who are crazy. For the atheists, they are crazy, but they really do some sacrifice. They take children and they behead them as a recognition, as in an act of worshipping this taghut and it's part of what's called satanic. Now this is not the subject. I have talked about so many things through even the 5 years here. In videos, I added a lot of videos. I gave like to them, put them in the support. Many people, just to give you a picture. If you want to see the truth, but this is not the subject right now. The subject is that I have talked 2 times, I think, about this, and I'm repeating it again. Within the last century, within this 100 years, this is not something happened before. Within the so-called Israeli state, there was a lot of kidnapped children. Okay, kidnapped children, where they just disappeared within this so-called Israeli state occupation. Now, just to hide it, they took some of those who were disappeared and they sent them to America. They were found later that they were in America, just adopted by other families, whatever, just to send a message that it is sex, it's human trafficking. They are stealing children, putting it and selling them to people or parents who have no children, who cannot bring children. A father and a mother, who, one of them they are married and they want children, but they can't because of the medical reasons, okay? So, just to spread rumors that all of these children who were kidnapped were sold to rich families, okay? This is rubbish. There is some here and here, just to send a message that you need to find your children. There is a lot of, they do this, they sell the children to rich families or whatever. So we need just search. I'm sure that if you search but this is not the truth. The truth is, as I'm gonna say to you right now, I'm explaining to you the research, based on the research and without even the research, but based on the research, these children were beheaded before 50 years, 60 years in the so-called Israeli state. Those immigrants who were pushed to be in the so-called Israeli leaders, monks, hachams, took them and literally they behead them for the wild beast. And by this you are giving, I have explained about those who worship the devil and how they think that in the new life they will be protected by the devil. Some of them believe that this is the devil, and some of them no, think that this is God, that he is Allah, wal-'iyadhu billah. And this is not true, because they go to some verses in the Talmud, in the Torah and other books, showing that God ask for such, wal-'iyadhu billah, ask for something like this. And God Almighty said no. Even in Quran, He's giving an example that I will never allow any human sacrifice. God is talking to us through Muhammad in the Quran. Allah, He's a final messenger, not through, He's a final messenger. The word through is dangerous. Saying, I will never allow this to happen. I do not accept any human sacrifice. I fix it and treat it by al-adahi, where you take a sheep or a cow or something like this, and I'm to eat it, to feed yourself, feed your neighbors, give the poor, give your family, and you need to kill this creature in a very decent way, very fast, without harming him. Just chop his head, beheading, in a very sharp knife. Do not make the animals see each other by their beheaded. Behead each by alone. Don't kill a mother while she have a small son or animal or whatever. If she have, I'm sorry, my English is not perfect. If there is a sheep, you want to eat it. If there is a small sheep feeding from it as a mother, do not kill her. Do not spread them. Look at the law from God. So God is saying, I will never allow this. By the story of Abraham and his son Ishmael, that this is not acceptable. It's mentioned as well. But there is contradiction in other verses in the Bible, not other book, where it's sending contradiction message. And God have sent Muhammad as a final message to fix and correct, okay, the rubbish in the Bible and crap in the Bible. Rubbish and crap. I wonder why you take the Quran paper and you use it in the toilet. Some of you are angry. I mean, the Quran verses from A to Z are wonderful verses. From A to Z, and totally it's from God, not from Muhammad. The confirmed hadith I gave you and I take. Because there is a lot of corruption, but God said the Quran will be protected. And Muhammad gave the line. Al-Fatiha, Al-Baqarah, this system. Give it by an instruction. Okay? You wanna question this? This is not the subject. You go and play away. The subject is that they took these children and they behead them. And I am sure that they would be, the belief they were worshipping the devil, the wild beast, definitely there. Like the so-called Christian and the so-called Shiite as well, in a different method, different ways, so-called Hindu, so-called Buddhist. It's levels. How close you are to the devil and how far you are. But those so-called Israelis or Jews truly behead tens of children. That's where did they go, those children. So now, for example, you will find someone at his 60s saying that I have a big older brother, and when we was young, he disappeared. My father told me, I don't know where is he. I'm certain that there will be some families that accept giving their children to be beheaded to the wild beast who they call Allah, this devil. I'm sure that there will, but so many no, they will not accept. We're Jew, we're returning back to the Holy Land. They are going, definitely. They shouldn't be there. Their son right now working in the military and police, whatever, killing the Palestinians, or among them the real Israelis. So again and again, where did those children go? They were beheaded. Beheading as a sacrifice to what they considered Allah or Yahweh. Some of them are magicians, knows that they are worshipping the devil, and the devil said, I will win the final war with this God. I'm a God and he's a God. He's not worth. He created the existence, but we will overcome him. Yeah, but not within the Yahudiyat. The Yahudiyat, they believe that he is God and he wants them to do this sacrifice of children so that he would grant them. And this is what the devil do. The devil fulfilled his work. You beheaded those children. I make a so-called Israeli state to you. And I'm proving to Allah, the creator of existence, that this is the sons of Adam. Do you see them? Oh, God Almighty. The devil is talking. Do you see? I mean, the Muhammad, the final message, explained that each sin give him a joy, the devil. He's a divine creep. God is the creator of greatness. God created him. But we're talking about a creature that... That's why Muhammad, the final messenger, you don't curse him. They start cursing him in the Arabian Peninsula, but they don't know nothing. He said, stop cursing him. You ask Allah to protect you from him. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So you ask Allah protection from him. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. Okay? You don't curse him. You don't say, no, be careful, because he is, this is his rida'ah. This is what he's all about. A curse. A cursed creature. And he enjoys small sin and big sin. He enjoys the divorce. If a man divorces his woman, this is a special joy for him. Of course, he is among the sin of humans. He inherited the sin. The sin was made by him within this world, and the human are inherited by Adam. So it's almost like if he's drinking. If there is a sin, that's the life I want. This is the happiness that I want. His hateful feelings toward humanity is unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I hate what make him happy. I'm not perfect. I'm not an angel and I'm not a messenger. But what makes the devil happy, I hate it. And I found that it's this dark that make him happy is possessing a lot of human. That's why I have a problem with some human, many human. Understand me? Because they're imposing this dark on us. We have the final messenger said. The final it's a confirmed hadith. There is a nasib. There is a heritage to the devil in your soul. It's just like a gate. You open it wide for him. This is not sex. Open it wide for him, or you close it. You empower the darkness in your soul, or you turn it. It's not easy and it's not hard. يد واحدة لا تصفق. One hand do not. So you need two hands to do like this. One hand is not enough to do this. What do you call it? التصفيق. So this is irrelevant. Again and again. This is 16 minutes already. Again, because it's terrible. What I am, regardless of the resources, I'm just telling you with your common sense to understand what happened to many tens of children. Start especially at the beginning of the so-called Israeli state, basics at the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. This time, 1945, this area, okay, they took the children and beheaded them. Boys, girls, they beheaded as a sacrifice for you, Ilahum. Of course, the devil, I don't want to go this. And the devil accepted this. And while he's accepting, he's saying, oh Allah, look at them. Now they are calling me Allah. This is the children of Adam and Eve. Of course, this is the same story with the so-called Hindus and the so-called Buddhists, the so-called Shiite and the so-called Christians, and rotten from those who insist calling themselves Yehudit. Okay? I explained to you the truth, or the truth. If you're smarter than me with more knowledge, you understand exactly what I'm trying to say. Thank you.